Hello, everyone. I have recently been giving some updates on the world of airlines and increasing fuel charges, and I'm back with another update. So, what's actually changing now? I thought I would give you some specific real world examples. So, airlines are trying to adapt, but with their routes now. So, for example, Canadian routes are now being cut, not just adjusted. So, for example, Air Canada, Toronto, and Montreal to New York, summer suspensions are happening. They've canceled outright the Fort McMurray to Vancouver. Toronto to Salt Lake City has been suspended now into 2027. WestJet is quietly reducing flights. They're not eliminating routes, not yet. In April, they reduced their capacity by 1%, and the plan for May is 3%. They're consolidating flights on the lower demand routes and adjusting their seasonal schedules. So, the translation in all of this is that flights aren't gone, but fewer departures are happening per day per week. There's less flexibility and more pressure on remaining seats. So this isn't just happening in Canada. This is happening globally and more aggressively in some regions. Delta Airlines is cutting multiple U.S. routes. Detroit, JFK, Las Vegas routes have been reduced or paused. North Atlantic Airways has canceled transatlantic routes, Los Angeles to London. KLM has canceled 160 European flights. But what's important to know about all of this is that airlines aren't cutting everything equally. They're targeting their less profitable routes, their off-peak flights, such as midweek or low-load days, the long routes with the high fuel burn. That's really important. And the secondary airports. They're keeping in their high-demand leisure routes. Like you won't see a lot of change on your sun destinations. Major hub connections, they're not touching, and especially the premium and business heavy routes. So, so what I'm trying to say is that airlines are becoming more selective about where they fly. And this is really powerful because what this actually means for you in real life time is that instead of having 3 to 4 options of a flight per day, you might have one or two. You're going to have less flexibility. It's going to be harder to find those ideal departure times, and there's going to be more connections in some cases, like those nonstop long haul flights that we've now gotten used to. We may start having to have connections. We may not get that nonstop flight because those are the high fuel burning flights. So, and the price pressure on the remaining flights is not necessarily now because of surcharge, but because there are fewer seats available, because there are fewer flights available. So we're all kind of, going to be fighting for the same seat, so to speak. But yeah, so that's what's happening. We're not going to lose flights to those places that we want to go. It's not as though we want to fly to a particular destination and now we cannot fly there. It means that we're going to have less choice. And it means that we might have more connections. It means that we may not get that nonstop flight. We may have to have a connection on that nice long haul where we could kick back and close our eyes and sleep through the night. So, anyway, that is what is happening right now. Travel is still very much happening. And I'm continuing to keep an eye on what's going on here. And I will continue to put up these videos as I start to see major changes happen. And if you are or were thinking about traveling in the future, absolutely still keep those thoughts flowing, still keep those plans going. We still want to travel and it's still possible. You just need in these days, you need a travel advisor to help you with all of these plans and to be on your side if things do start to take a left turn, and you need to reschedule some things. It's always good to have a TA on your side. So anyway, until next time, happy travels.